Are you in doubt whether or not you're moving towards the right direction? Are you kind of looking around yourself and you're not realizing whether or not you are becoming the person you want to become? So in this video, I want to go over 8 signs that proves, that actually shows that you are moving, that you are evolving, and that you are growing. You just don't realize it yet. Hello and welcome back. My name is Valentina, and on this channel we talk about mental health, productivity, motherhood, entrepreneurship, you name it. And in this video, I want to go over with you the signs that I missed as well. And I'm sure maybe to some degree you did too, because you do have a busy life. 8 signs, I would say, that made me kind of do a click. Oh, okay, I am moving, I am growing. There is something going on. It's just that I've been so busy trying to make it work and hustling that I'm missing all of these signs. So please just stick around. We're gonna go over this. And here's number 1. You have lost relationships and friends. You know that saying that goes something like, your new life is gonna cost you your old one. This is really very much true. That doesn't mean that those people that were with you up until this point are not good people. There are probably good people, but they're a mismatch in your alignment with yourself and their alignment with themselves. So don't take it as a bad sign. Take it as an experience. Everything that proves and shows that you're growing was an experience. And the fact that you are probably losing connection with some of your friends, probably not keeping as much contact. It happened to me. I was very close with a friend of mine. And then at some point when we met for a coffee, I felt like there's not much to talk about. I'm sure that makes sense to many of you. And I felt like a particular disconnect. And that doesn't mean that that person is a bad person or not as enlightened as you are. It's just that they're on a different path. And some relationships are not meant to last a lifetime. So don't take it personally. Don't think that there's something with you. There's nothing with you. You are just growing. You are evolving. So this is the first sign, is that you don't feel as connected with your old friends, which is normal. Imposter syndrome is one of the really big one, and I cannot even start explaining how it feels, because I'm sure you felt it if you are trying to grow and you're still in the process of educating yourself and you feel like, oh my God, I don't belong here. What am I doing here? Look at these people around me. They're so much more advanced. They're so much more knowledgeable. They're so in the know about what is going on in that particular space. So imposter syndrome is another really big sign that you are growing. You know that saying that if you're uncomfortable with doing something, then you should definitely do it. I still feel it, and I'm sure a lot of YouTubers do feel it that way. Even if they have millions of subscribers, I'm sure they have those moments like, what am I doing here? Like, why are these people subscribed to my channel? It has nothing to do with you not knowing your self-worth. I'm sure you do. It's just has everything to do with our perception of how a successful person really has to look. And a successful person is someone who knows a lot of fields, a lot of topics, and is familiar with everything. And that's not necessarily true. You can be successful in just one area in your life, and you're still a successful person. So imposter syndrome is one of the big ones that I'm really fighting with, because it's been only a year and something since I'm here. But I really do encourage you to kind of look past that and still make that step forward, even if you feel like you don't quite belong. So if you are nervous about your journey, that means you actually care this time. This time you want it to work. You're not just doing it because your parents told you to choose that education or because your partner told you to do something. You are doing it for yourself. And every time that you feel nervous about the outcome, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a new job or a new adventure or a new side hustle, it should make you nervous. You should feel a little bit uncomfortable with the decisions you're making, just because this time you actually care. Fear is a normal reaction. It's a normal response to what is going on in your life. It's just an emotion like jealousy and love and passion. You know, before you know what's right for you, you will know what's wrong. So work through those wrongs. Another big sign is that you feel a little bit embarrassed of who you were before. If you do, try to look at it from a different perspective, like a child. When you look at your child and you see that they're doing something wrong, you let them take that mistake. just because they're gonna learn from it. So look at yourself, because there is a child somewhere within you, and be compassionate toward yourself. Yes, you might feel a little bit embarrassed, you might cringe. I use the posted and ghosted. I don't ever rewatch my videos, very rarely if someone commented on a particular thing. But other than that, I still cringe at my videos up until this day. And if you are in a new field, and if you are learning, and if you feel like a little bit embarrassed of where I am now and where I was even 3-4 months ago, don't be. That means you're growing, that means you are advancing, and that means you're getting better. And keep in mind that you are becoming that much more aware of who you are because you did the work. Whether it's emotionally, whether it's financially, doesn't matter. You did the work. So to feel a little bit embarrassed about who you were 6 months ago, it's a normal feeling. Embrace it. Another really big sign is that people think you are becoming selfish just because you put yourself first, and you should. You really should put yourself first, no matter what your project is, whether it's your health, whether it's your financial stability. If this is what brings you happiness, if this is what's gonna bring you satisfaction and is gonna make you that much of a better person and is gonna bring happiness to people surrounding you, because we all know that if you're happy with where you are, people who surround you are going to be happy. So if there's someone that comments that, you're becoming selfish, yeah, it's a huge step. That means you are really going the right direction. You should be selfish. All of us, generally humanity, we are ego-centered, and there's nothing wrong with putting your needs and your wants and prioritize yourself first as opposed to anyone else, even when it comes to children, because in order to be a good parent, you need to be, besides stable mentally, you need to have something that drives you. Don't do as I say, do as I do. Children see it, and it's very inspirational for them because you keep telling them, oh, you can become anything, you can do anything. But then the question is, why didn't you, mom? So make sure that you do become selfish, and your children are gonna take such big hint from that they should really do put their needs first. When you are becoming selfish, it's a huge improvement, and that means you are really moving forward. You are slowing down to some degree. By slowing down, I don't mean that you are kind of lazy, but I mean that you see the bigger picture. You zoomed out and you see your life the way it should be, and you know where you should be putting more pressure and where you should take a step back. So by learning that, it means that you actually went into detail and you realized what works for you and what doesn't. For example, when it comes to my children, when it comes to their education, to my teens, I really do take a step back and only approach them if they need my help, because I want them to learn how to deal with these kind of problems by themselves, because life is gonna hit at them with much more complex things than just schoolwork. So this is a good kind of a training field for them to know how to deal with little things, with their homework, with the project being late, with having to go to the library. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm slowing down when it comes to this part of my life, and I'm not being as involved. I think this is the time where I can actually take a step back, take a glass of wine and enjoy the show. With my toddlers, on the other hand, I don't do that because this is the time that they need me. They want my presence. They are craving my attention. So I don't do it with my toddlers. I am in their face, I am tackling them, I spend as much time as I can with them, not to detriment to my teenagers, because they understand the logic behind it and I explained it to them, because at this point in their life, they need more my advice, my teens, and my toddlers need more my presence. So if you are slowing down in certain areas in your life, that means you know which ones are your priorities, which is a huge indication that you are growing, you know where you're going, and you know which steps to take and which parts of your life needs to be put on hold or slowed down in order to concentrate maybe on the bigger goal. Another big sign is that you are experiencing serendipitous alignment. You see the light at the end of the tunnel, even if it's just flickering, but you see the possibilities. It's like when you see what other people are doing with their life, this is a sign that it's actually possible, it's attainable, it's something that you can actually do. So when you are experiencing those alignments in your life, that's another big sign that you're moving forward. That means everything is kind of coming together. It's like a puzzle, like the last 10 pieces don't matter anymore. The first 70 pieces matter, but the last 10 ones, you're just gonna kind of figured it out on the go. So what is meant to be in your life, what you are meant to do, will not pass you. You just need to be aware. You just need to be present. You just need to do the work. The last big signs that shows you that you are on the right path is that you are choosing your happiness above anything else, above, finishing a project and hustling, and you are choosing your happiness. For example, what's your hobby? What you're most passionate about? What makes you smile? What makes you content and happy with yourself? Do that first. Everything else can follow. If you are happy with reading your book in the morning, then do read your book in the morning. Everything else can wait. If you're happy doing a workout in the morning, then do it. Whatever makes you happy needs to be prioritized in your life, because everything else will follow. If you are already in a good mood, you are set to do that much more than when you are doing everything that you don't want to do, and then at the end, as a reward, you do what makes you happy. That shouldn't be the way it is. You should always do what makes you happy first. Like, for example, for me, I love content creation. I love doing my research. I love writing my script. It's such a big part of me at this point that I don't know how I didn't do it. I didn't start way before. That's another topic. But I love doing yoga and practice and doing my dancing in front of the mirror. And I choose that first. So it's all about balancing it out. I choose that first. So I would rather do my Pilates, my yoga, my stretching first, and then start doing my content creation, because I am that much more hyped up to do it, because I know, okay, Valentina, you did what you wanted to do most. Now you need to do what maybe you don't prioritize, but it's still very important. So try this. And in general, keep in mind that your life gets better when you get better. When you get better at writing, your life gets better on the online platform. When you get better at exercising, you are becoming that much more healthier. So whatever you're paying attention to is gonna multiply. So pay attention to the things in your life and work on them. All in all, a higher version of you awaits. You just need a little bit of more grinding to do, but I'm sure you're gonna get there. Please do share with me where you are in your journey. Maybe you are a content creator, maybe you are in the finance world, doesn't matter. I'm really curious to know what are your projects and how do you feel about them and where do you think you stand. And if you feel that you're making progress, I really do want to know. So share in the comments below and I will see you in my next video.